Alright. Alright, we're freaking back. Where's my controller? Not clicked in the game anymore? Since when did that change, dude? I was just clicked in the game. Get the frick out of here. Mountain Dew. Starting it off right. Can't even get my finger under that. It's embarrassing. Holy crap, did you see the mist that blew off? I feel like I forgot to do something. It clicked out my game again. Oh, the controller's not on. That's a good one. Alright, so here's what I did first. Here's what I want to try. I turned the mod off. Right? So it's completely off now. So I want to do this crate. Right? I want to do the platinum. And I want to make sure my green dot appears. I don't need to do that car no more. We finished all those. What I do need to do is... No, I finished everything last night, didn't I? Indeed. Oh, so I was just leveling for skills now. But I'm still not freaking level 60, so I can't get... I'm level 54. So I can't get max vehicles yet. What is that? Ew. Dry skin. Let's see what would be wise to do. I guess getting my circuit up. I might buy one. And then I also need to save money for a drag. But let me get back this guy, because I know he's a great circuit. Right? He had circuit. I'm not stupid. Okay. We'll do that and we'll level him up a bit. Because I want a class of each. This doesn't cost all that much, so I feel like it's worth it, you know? Ooh, but if I wanted to copy my rims, I've already forgotten which ones I had on that. And I do. I really do. I think they were, shoot. I think they were number 42. Oh, you know, that would have been so much easier to just go to the HQ. Wouldn't have fast traveled me all over the place either. Rims number 41. Rats. Nice. Oh, this vehicle doesn't have... Yeah, I get it. Okay, number what? 41. That's peculiar. If I buy one rim, does it buy it for all cars? You know, I never even noticed that if it did. I think it does, actually. I think it does. What a dummy, right? I really know this game well. Or not, or I could just be making a even more of a fool. Oh, wow, I never knew that. I never frickin' knew that. Like, I knew it unlocked colors as you bought them. I didn't think it did the same for, like, rims and stuff. I thought that was a different expense each time. I don't like that, though. I might go with the black rims. That's what I had on it before. I had black rims on it before, and I really like that. Can't believe that's all it has. You can't get rid of nothing, really. Now, definitely, I'll probably take them out of that same category. No. Aw, they ruined it for me with that center cap. I was gonna go for those. Well, we'll go back and do those other ones. My only large complaint was a sort of large center cap on those. But I don't think it'll look that bad. Oh, but I need the stripe. Oh gosh, I forgot I already owned it. Really, dude, I'm so surprised that I just never realized that before. That makes me feel stupid. There. Are we done now? We're done after we do this final task. Alright, let's make sure my green dot returns. That's what I'll do once I have all the vehicles.
Heads up, all units. Air support en route. Control, air support. We are now engaged in pursuit of the target.
Calling all units. Break patrols and head to the location on your screens. We got a fellow jumping state lines.
We're having a few mechanical problems, dispatch. Can't keep this up much longer. Literally. Heard and understood.
But yeah, that's the freaking goal. I'm gonna try Twitch, see if it runs like crap. I should probably pull it up on my phone too. That's what I did when I started Kick, to make sure that nothing was being stupid. But I've just had it with those freaking messages in Kick not popping up. Frick. The most frustrating thing, really.
Think by now this guy would know he can't hide from a chopper.
Says my stream health is excellent. How nice. shouldn't be that hard to push through the lowest quality 720 frickin' stream. You know what I mean? Get the frick out of here, dude.
Read you loud and clear. We're having a few mechanical problems, dispatch. Can't keep this up much longer.
It's just weird. I'm not used to seeing all that crap over there.
All units, we've received word of a fellow in ongoing pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Go get him, boys. Acknowledged. Be advised, roadblocks are now in effect.
Roger that. All units, roadblocks are set on the target's projected route. Air support maintains
Gosh,
a
this frickin' AC needs to do something, bro.
We're running on fumes up here, Control. Need to wrap this up ASAP. Read you loud and
That's
clear.
good, dude. I might go for a second one tonight. Although there's really not that much crap that I could do. And I'm probably going to keep this stream a little bit shorter as it is test. Right? It's a test.
Calling all units, break patrols and head to the location on your screens. We got a fellow jumping
Oops.
state lines.
That was embarrassing.
We're having a few mechanical problems, dispatch. Can't keep this up much longer. Literally. Heard and understood.
He's turned south. Pursuit units are still on his tail.
Read you loud and clear.
Imagine they put that on the other side of the freeway just to be funny.
Engage and proceed to the location on your monitor.
Green dot? No green dot? That's a little weird, isn't it? Isn't that a little peculiar? Let's see if this is frickin' working. Wow. Nice. Well, I guess I'll leave it up. Just for tonight, make sure I'll turn the volume off, of course. But just make sure I still see movement over there, because you never know with me. Come on, click. Oh, it clicked twice. Well, that's peculiar. To say the least, that's a little bit peculiar. Voltage is peak. I swear, it's one of the greats. One of the OGs, too. What am I supposed to do? Come on, dude. Frickin' load any slower? I want to see if it starts lagging out when I'm going fast or something like that. That is a little peculiar. That it... I swear, dude, it gives you... It used to give you the green frickin' dot, did it not? I'm not stupid in assuming that, am I? I could go back and watch any of my old streams, and if you get the car, it would give you that, would it not? Could be stupid, I could be wrong, but I really don't think that I am. You know what? I bet doing all of the skills will actually give me quite a bit of levels. You know what I mean? I feel like that might be able to get me up there. Or at least very close. Gosh, this car looks gorgeous, man. I miss driving this thing. And it looks just like it did before. I guarantee you that's not the exact same rim that I had on it, but come on, man. I mean, it's black and it has a lot of spokes. That's all I remember that it had on it anyway, so it's pretty freaking close.
We're running on fumes up here, Control. Need to wrap this up ASAP.
Actually seems to be running pretty smooth, from what I can see.
Roger that.
All units, we've received word of a felon in ongoing pursuit entering our jurisdiction.
That's just my frickin' luck, isn't it?
That's 10-4.
Ooh. Mall tree. Nice.
We're having a few mechanical problems, dispatch. Can't keep this up much longer. Literally.
Gosh, dude, his handling sort of sucks at the moment, but what do you expect? And I've only driven circuits for the story mode, really. I haven't had much time to get back into those ones yet. What?
Calling all units, break patrols and head to the location on your screens. We got a felon jumping state lines. Heard and understood.
Ooh, nice your bakery. That's a good frickin' one, too.
Air support maintaining a solid visual on the target. Heard and understood.
Gosh, dude, I'm so frickin' sweaty.
We're intercepting.
I'm going for the intercept. Roadblock units are on scene and operational.
Calling all units, break patrols and head to the location on your screens. We got a felon jumping state lines.
Control to air support. Disengage from pursuit immediately. Repeat, disengage.
Well, I've done this crate many a time.
chopper. 10-4. We're running on
I didn't hit that.
air control.
That's some bull
Need to
crap.
wrap this up ASAP. Read you loud and clear. Roadblock units are on scene and operational.
All units, we've received word of a felon in ongoing pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Go get him, boys. Acknowledge.
Think by now this guy would know he can't hide from a chopper. Roger that.
Calling all units, break patrols and head to the location on your screens. We got a felon jumping state lines. Understood.
Gosh, dude, that is so freaking annoying.
Air support maintaining a solid visual on the target. Read you loud and clear. AS2, break pursuit and return to HQ.
Look at that, already 8:15 though. That's actually crazy. Like, that's nice compared to doing the, you know, whatever. This might actually suck to get back on the road, depending.
Brace for full stop.
Why is it red?
This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on sight. Heard and understood.
Gosh, the brakes in this thing freaking suck. What are you recommending me to do that for? In a circuit spec? Come on. That went about as expected.
They always try to run the chopper.
10-4.
So did that. So did that. Give me a break, huh?
Roadblocks are prime, dispatch.
Can't make that crap up.
All units, roadblocks are in place.
Oh, also cannot make that crap up. That was sick.
Acknowledge.
Stop recommending that I cut.
All units be advised, we have a wanted felon entering
This is
our
a circuit. They don't have that much health.
and await further info. Copy that. Buzzard is maintaining solid visual on target.
Oy.
Understood.
They just love to hit you with that no HUD crap, don't they?
on fumes up here, dispatch. Better wrap this up quickly.
Roger that.
This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on sight. Roger. They always try to run through a chopper.
10-4.
Shutting them down.
Why did that have to work for him?
Got a black and white down.
Acknowledged.
All units be advised, we have a wanted felon entering our jurisdiction. Move to assist and await further info.
Dude, I got nothing to talk about. That's such me. That's so stupid though, dude.
Roadblock
Frick off, dude.
All units roadblock.
Holy crap.
dispatch. We're still on top of this guy.
Heard and understood.
Buzzer is maintaining solid visual on target.
Bro, why do they hit me with that one so much in this car, I feel like?
Attempting takedown. This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on sight. Received. They always try to run through the chopper.
What is that bullcrap, dude? I could have sworn that said to turn there.
We're still on top of this guy.
Roger that.
Bro,
Be advised, we have a wanted felon entering
they really gotta leave me alone with that one.
Wait further info. Heard and understood.
Worked about, yeah.
Roadblocks are prime, dispatch.
Understood. Pursuit units hold back. Roadblocks are set.
Really gotta learn the hitbox on this frickin' car, because I never used to do that often.
Buzzer, this is dispatch. Ground units have it covered.
Frick, I'm all sweaty and nasty, and this is gross. Good thing I didn't take a shower, though. Right, get home from work. That's the only bad thing, dude. Like, honestly, let me be real. That's the only bad thing about getting off at 1:30 in the afternoon. It's like right in the heat of the day. You know? I'm used to coming home and it being at least like a little bit cooler. Oh, that was pavement, wasn't it? Ah, whatever.
This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on sight. That's 10-4. She slipped through. Attempting takedown. there. Shutting them down.
What dummies. They both hit the tree. Come on, bro. Again? I can't even get up to speed at this point. Ooh, got a yield there, pal. You don't have the right of way.
We have a wanted felon entering our jurisdiction. Move to assist and await further info. Roger that.
I didn't even see that. I really didn't. Holy crap.
Attempting to disable. They always try to run from the chopper.
Acknowledged.
Roadblocks are primed, dispatch.
Proceed. All units, roadblocks are set.
That worked real well.
Intercepting the target. This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on site. Roger that.
Hey, that worked. That worked at least a little bit better than the previous attempts. Come on.
Ram.
Ram.
Dispatch, roadblock fixed.
Proceed. All units, roadblocks are set.
Buzzard is maintaining solid visual on target.
Acknowledged.
This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on site. Roger that. Dispatch, we're still on top of this guy.
Oh, that's so frustrating. I could have avoided all of those turns.
Buzzard is maintaining solid visual on target.
Roger that.
This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on site. Roger.
Buzzard, this is dispatch. We've got a priority call to zero-click feast.
This is one where your wheel glitches, right? It should be. I'm a little surprised that it doesn't do that. That is so peculiar, dude, because I totally remember it doing that on this crate specifically. Handbrake fail.
Be advised.
What
Roadblocks
else
are
did you
inbound.
expect from me? Come on,
Copy that.
dude.
All units, roadblocks are engaged.
I was doing well with it last night when I was doing raids and I think just dirt and street. I got okay doing it with the perf, not gonna lie.
Copy. All cars, be advised we have a wanted felon entering our area. Engage.
Like I did that on purpose, bro.
Yeah, we have roadblocks on scene and operation. Copy that. Air support. Priority call incoming. Move to Central and await instructions.
Oh. Oh, that was over by those workers. But there was no one there. Workers. Why do I call them workers, dude? They're freaking prisoners. Forced labor.
Looks like they could do with a few more units down there, Control.
Understood.
Looks like they could do with a few more units down there, Control.
Understood. Control, road is blocked ahead of the target.
Nice.
All units be advised. We're taking point on a high-speed pursuit that's just entered our jurisdiction.
I can't wait to get to the skills, bro. That will be a good one. That should likely be, Sunday night. I could probably do that.
Fuel supplies running low, dispatch. Need to wrap this up soon.
Roadblock units.
Hey, yeah, dude. I need to get better at these circuits, that's for sure.
Jump state lines. Move to assist pursuing officers. Acknowledge. Burning through fuel up here, Control. Can't keep this up much longer. All cars, be advised we have a wanted felon entering our area. Engage pursuit and await further instructions. Copy. This is dispatch to air support. Disengage from pursuit. Repeat. Disengage.
See, my concern Well, I guess you can get the full stock for it. My only concern is that freaking Z4. So technically, I'm guessing that I should unlock that vehicle twice. Is that, am I assuming that correctly? Because I'll get the Z4, right? Why don't we look this over properly? Oh, you know what? Keep wasting so much time unnecessarily. And have I already gotten the other Z4? Here we go. If I'm not mistaken, that thing had... Or is it just bundled in with this one?
Push that thing. A raid spec has got to take a lot of punishment.
Because that's a little peculiar, right? Hold on. See, I don't even know, dude. Wouldn't it be nice if I knew? But... So this thing has a street spec available for purchase. Is it just... Is that it? Because I remember before, it was its own vehicle. That's my only question. It was its own vehicle. Was Z4 Special Edition Street. And I'm pretty sure that that car did not have a street spec on it. Because it was, you know, a special one. I don't remember. I don't know. I'll just have to do my own research on it a little bit more. Because that's really my only vehicle that I want. Truly. Gosh, dude. And honestly, it would be nice if it was its own special thing. Because it had its own special name and everything. It didn't just say that it was a Z4. It said it in the name of the car, street spec. Rats.
Fuel supplies running low, dispatch. Need to wrap this up soon.
10-4. Control, road is blocked ahead of the All points. Roadblocks are in position on the target's heading. All points. We have an ongoing car chase entering our jurisdiction. Engage pursuit immediately. We read you.
Looks like they could do with a few more units down there, Control.
Roger that.
That was a humongous mistake.
Raven 5 is maintaining solid visual contact with the target vehicle.
We read you. Dispatch to air support. Disengage and head to the location on your screens.
Oh, cool. I love it when they fly kites. Get spooked. See that, dude? This guy's already almost level 1,000. That's sort of cracked. You know, there's quicker ways you could do that. Shut the frick up, dude.
We're running on fumes up here, Control. Need to wrap this up ASAP. Heard and understood.
Nice. Bro, you want to know what I blame that on? How it screwed my camera over
Support maintaining
when I went under that.
visual on the target. Roger that. The control roadblocks are in place. Roger that. All units, roadblocks are set on the target's protected route.
Calling all units. Break patrols and head to the location on your screens. We got a fellow jumping state lines. Acknowledge.
Air support maintaining a solid visual on the target. Read you loud and clear.
Sure.
Think by now this guy would know he can't hide from a chopper. 10-4.
Nice.
A roadblock then. All units, we've received word of a felon in ongoing pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Go get him, boys. Copy that.
We're having a few mechanical problems, dispatch. Can't keep this up much longer. Literally. Roger that.
Ooh, stellar.
Control to air support. support. Disengage from pursuit immediately. Repeat, disengage.
What is that even? What is a Historio site? I think I already did this one. See, because I don't have no green dots, bro. And I can sort of understand that with the mod enabled, right? I can sort of understand that, but when I had it off, that just didn't make no sense to me. Should I attempt to cut? I don't know about that. No. Why would he? And they all despawned. What's up, Roxra? How are you doing? Enjoying the day, I would hope.
We're running on fumes up here, Control. Need to wrap this up, maybe.
Rats. Oh, and this puts me on the wrong... This is a 12C circuit spec. Frick off, dude. One of my favorites, dude. This is one of my, you know, daily drivers back in the day. Just got to get it leveled back up now. The original, the crew. PC only at the moment. Rats.
Maintaining a solid visual on the target. Read you loud and clear.
Frick.
Calling all units, break patrols and head to the location on your screens. We got a fella jumping state lines.
Yeah, copy that. We're having a few mechanical problems, dispatch. Can't keep this up much longer. Literally.
Look at that awful field of view, dude. This weekend, I'm modding the frick out of this crap.
The roadblock is set, dispatch.
Copy.
Get some proper field of view, not console spec. That's what I frickin' hate, dude. Oh, it's got a slider.
Air
A
support
console
priority
spec
call.
slider, dude. You can't do crap with that.
The location on your monitor.
What's over here? Have I done these? I don't think I've done this one. I think I actually still have a picture of this car somewhere in the Discord. I do. I do, actually. I remember that. It was... Man, I don't even remember where that road was that I took it, but it was one where the trees, like, come over the whole frickin' road, and it looks sick.
Dispatch, I'm maintaining visual.
Don't ask me, dude. I thought... I mean, if I had to make a wild guess, I could have sworn it was somewhere, like, near Las Vegas, but I'm probably wrong.
Air support still had solid visual contact with the target. Yeah, we have roadblocks on scene and operations. Understood. Any units ahead of quad available for traffic control?
Holy crap, dude, all those frickin' turns, are you kidding me?
Be advised we have a wanted felon entering our area. Engage pursuit and await further instructions. Air support still has solid visual contact with the target. Understood. Burning through fuel up here, Control. Can't keep this up much longer. Copy. Yeah, we have roadblocks on scene.
Very nice.
10-4. Pursuit vehicle. All points.
Bro, you're gonna...
A felon that jumps state lines. Move to assist pursuing officers. 10-4.
Whenever you feel comfortable, you can start steering.
Still got good visual. Man, looks like a mess one up here. That's a 10-4.
Wasn't this an asphalt crate?
Moving to hit the target. All cars, be advised we have a wanted felon entering our area. Engage pursuit and await further instructions. Understood. Control, we're gonna ram him. Damn it. We missed him.
The stupidest crap I've ever seen.
Be advised, we're moving to ram the target. Air support. Priority call incoming. Move to Central and await instructions.
Wasn't it? Wasn't... I'm not stupid, right? That didn't say dirt. Oh, I remember doing this crate, dude. I did it in that raid Escalade. One of my very first frickin' streams on the game. Still on YouTube. Very first streams on this game, I guess I should say. But still, I mean, regardless, it's still relatively new.
Priority 1 alert. All units are to aid pursuit of a felon entering our jurisdiction. Locations on your screen. Copy that.
Maybe not. I really don't remember the snow.
Could do with another chopper up here, Control. He's dangerous. We're moving to intercept.
Great idea, I'm sure, right?
We're running low on fuel, dispatch. Gonna have to bug out soon. Message received. All cars, we've got a high-speed pursuit entering our area. Move to assist pursuing officers ASAP. We read you. Pursuit is looking good from up here, Control. We read you. Road is locked down ahead of the target. We read you. All points and units have sealed the road ahead of the target. This is air support. Target is still running, but we have a solid visual. That's 10-4. Air support, disengage and head to the location on your screen.
All these cars that I'm unlocking right now, so many of them won't see the light of day for such a long time. You know what, I'm just gonna do this one, just to, why not, you know? I'll still drive relatively fast, seeing as though it's a dirt road.
He's close behind, immobilizing. Attack failed. Target slipped us. Target is right behind me. I'm ending this.
You are ending this, huh?
It's looking good from up here, Control. That's 10-4. We're shutting him down. We missed him. Target is still running.
Well, that's just awful to have out here.
This is air support. Target is still running, but we have a solid visual. We read you.
Could have sworn it wasn't this much dirt.
We have roadblocks set up and ready, Control. All cars, we've got a high-speed pursuit entering our area. Move to assist pursuing officers ASAP. 10-4. Could do with another chopper up here, Control. Target in sight, going for a pitch.
Don't dead stop me. Oh, that's not good. How did I get him into 5th gear before?
We're running low on fuel, dispatch. Gonna have to bug out soon.
Skillful. Very skillful, if I do say so.
Pursuit is looking good from up here, Control. Copy. Intercepted at 1074, Control. Repeat.
Nice.
Failed. Target is just ahead of me, moving to shut.
Can y'all stop turning around?
Priority 1 alert. All units are to aid pursuit of a felon entering our jurisdiction. Locations on your screens. This is air support. Target is still running, but we have a solid visual. Message received.
See, his handling is already far superior. It really is. Of course, right?
Roadblocks are on scene and operational. Copy that. All pursuit units be advised. Roadblocks are in place. Air support, your services have been requested elsewhere.
Good. Good. Chase League going up. Racer League. What's the date today? I don't even remember. Oh, it's the 24th. That doesn't make any sense, then. What does that even mean? $12.29. Drive above 200 using hood view. That I could do. Might as well do that now. And bumper. That's sort of stupid, isn't it?
All pursuit vehicles, be aware. Air support is en route to you now. This is AS2. We are in the air above the target. Got you covered, guys.
All units, we've received word of a felon in ongoing pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Go get him, boys. At 10-4.
Air support maintaining a solid visual on the target. Just observe the target turning northwest.
Dude.
We're having a few mechanical problems, dispatch. Can't keep this up.
I don't feel like driving like that.
Read you loud.
I'll do those later. Look at that. Wow.
Location on your screens. We got a felon jumping state lines. Heard and understood.
I wonder if they give the same thing for...
He's veered west.
10-4.
I was in hood. I wasn't in bumper. This is
We're
bumper.
having a few mechanical problems, dispatch. Can't keep this up much longer. Roger that.
Target is now headed southwest.
Think by now this guy would know he can't hide from a chopper. Heard and understood.
Calling all units, break patrols and head to the location on your screens. We got a fellow jumping state lines. Acknowledged. Be advised, roadblocks are now in effect.
10-4. All points, units have blocked off the road ahead of the target. We're running on fumes up here, Control. Need to wrap this up ASAP. Read you loud and clear.
Target vehicle is taking a northwest heading.
Control to air support. Disengage from pursuit immediately. Repeat, disengage.
I'm almost near the end anyways. I can't really progress much further. Seeing as though I can only get level 54 parts. At the moment.
All points, we have an ongoing car chase entering our jurisdiction. Engage pursuit immediately. Copy that.
Air support status update. Maintaining position above the target.
Yeah, I shouldn't have followed that route. That was an awful route to take.
All units be advised, we're taking point in a high-speed pursuit that's just entered our jurisdiction.
Air support status update. Maintaining position above the target.
We read you. Air support, your services are needed on a priority call. Details incoming.
What's that? Acceleration. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. I'll just max this car out until they won't let me no more. And that's when I'll quit the stream. Right? It's relatively short. It seems to be running alright, anyways. Maybe not now. Now that I look at it, it looks like it's running awfully. Who knows, dude? I don't know. All I know is I didn't change any frickin' settings. So if it streamed well on Kick, shouldn't really be different.
Control,
Frick.
block designated route.
Copy. All units, roadblocks are in place.
I'm not turning there. That's an awful place to turn.
Running on fumes up here, dispatch. Better wrap this up quickly.
Heard and understood.
Oops. Nice. Oh, that is sick, dude. That massive Your Bakery banner.
They always try to run through the chopper.
10-4.
This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on site.
Buzzer dispatch. Disengage from pursuit. Ground units are in control.
Bro's not even flapping. Did you notice that? And of course you can't see him no more. Oh, I remember this area. There was a freaking PvP race that took this route. If I'm not mistaken.
Dispatch.
I very well could be. Come on, dude. Just seems familiar.
There it goes. Keep danger. Going for a takedown.
Look at that awful suggestion.
Buzzer is maintaining solid visual on target.
Acknowledged.
This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on site. Roger
Bro.
that.
Buzzard, this is dispatch. Ground units have it covered.
Ooh, ZR1, that's a relatively clean car. Did I do this one? Dude, I really miss my green circles. It's just so confusing now. Because with the mod off, right, it should have freaking... You know, I unlocked the part, so it should have said empty crate and turned green. I'm not stupid. Unless it's something that it does in the offline mode. Maybe they'd actually empty if you played it in online. With the potential cops to join, cop players. Oh, sick. Free pass.
Buzzer is maintaining solid visual on target.
Roger that.
All units be advised, we have a wanted felon entering our
You know what I can look for? I can see if there's a good faction mission I could do right now. That would be a good way. That would be a good way to end it. I feel like I would be happy with that.
Dispatch, we're still on top of this guy.
Acknowledged.
Well, that screwed me.
Buzzard, Howdy call 20 clicks east.
What are they doing, bro? Gosh, dude. So freaking annoying. I'm not accurate enough yet, dude. Like, I'm not used to driving the circuit specs. I'm still making far too many freaking mistakes. Oh, my headlights actually turned on. Though that is beneficial. I wonder if it's just because I'm in a mission. Gosh, dude. Gotta stop doing that. That is... makes me look so bad. Not even joking. I've done this faction mission way too many times. It's a good one, though. I like this one, actually. This one and that Rage Spec one that I did the other night. Gosh, dude, when will I learn? Holy crap, was that lag spike? Dude, I have nothing to frickin' say anymore. Isn't that so unlike me? I don't know why. That is so weird, though. Like, I'm turning into what I frickin' hate. That's the scary part. If you know me, I complain about that all the time. I hate people that sit there and then they don't talk. And now I have no idea what to frickin' say. What am I even supposed to talk about anyways, huh? And now it's just like a total blank when I think about, well, what did I usually talk about? No frickin' clue, dude. I have no idea. Couldn't even tell you that. You know? It's just weird, dude. I mean, I can see it sort of on a mission of this length. But still, man. I mean, it just sort of sucks. It makes me frickin' tired, too. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? But thankfully I can pause these because I should have used the restroom first. So I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, I left the light on over there. That sucks. The only reason that actually sucks, dude, is because those are like very warm bulbs. Like, you know, of course, most lights in my trailer are pre-LED. And they actually do create a ton of heat. Which is actually, you know, like, it will be noticeable. It will be noticeable when I walk back over there. If I, you know, and I mean, just all these lights are too. The only one that isn't is the one that's right above my head. And that one is going out on me, dude. It's like hardly even on right now. Like, I know it's happened on stream before where it'll flicker. Yeah. And I think I'm going insane because I'm sitting there playing a frickin' video game. And it's just like, it starts flickering and I'm like, ah, you know, it really throws you off, dude. It really does. But, alas, I like the warm lighting. You know, I actually prefer that. You know, I like to feel like I'm living in a home, albeit a trailer. I like to feel like I'm living in a home, not a freaking, you know, dentist. Or any place, you know? Get the frick out of here. Warm lighting is the greatest for houses. Frick. That actually worked far better than expected. Holy crap, dude. Nice, that was actually sort of frickin' sick. Still demolishing the competition. And I'm only above them by 1 point in vehicle level. Frick. See, I just haven't learned circuits quite yet. You know, I'm almost there. I'm just overshooting it by just a wee tad. And I know I used to be cracked with them, so it's... At this point, it's just time in the driver chair. I say chair. I should have said seat, shouldn't I? Whatever, dude. It doesn't frickin' matter. This is the chair that I'm currently sitting in. Whatever, dude. Whatever. You know, as if it frickin' matters. As if it frickin' matters. Don't hit him. Oh, easy. Frick, then he grips a ton. That's cool. Let's see, 20 of 49. See, this isn't gonna take an hour and a half. Get out of here, dude. Well, I just really dislike their estimated time on those. An hour and a half? How slow are you driving, bro? That's gotta be like a time of one of these NPCs. There's no shot that any real person has ever taken that long to do it. That last one suggested an hour for the raid one, and that took 38 minutes or something like that. I think it was just around 40 minutes, either way. So I can only imagine this one. Like, it's all frickin' open freeway. Circuit, even if you're not using nitrous, dude. Circuit cars just know how to keep accelerating. I might as well just fall asleep doing this, man. I can't wait to have the online mode back and actually be able to play these with friends. Dude, that would be an absolute blast. If you find people willing and able to do it. Frick. Oh, man. Although this is an absolute blast, right? I'm having fun. I probably won't stream this game as much as I used to. Just for the fact, right? Hear me out. Right? It's nothing game related. Nothing wrong with the game. Nothing wrong with the streaming the game. However, it's just not as interactive as what I'm used to. At this point, at this stage. And what I mean by that, I don't know. I'm just used to having a freaking wheel. And, POV cam makes a humongous difference. Without question. It's cool. I love it, right? I'm not opposed to, I'm not like, oh, I can't show my face. I'm not one of those freaks. I just called you out, hopefully. It is streaming. However, your only freaking excuse there is if you can't afford it. Other than that, get the frick out of here. But right, just having the POV cam is freaking immersive as frick, for one. And it's just sick. It's just sick to watch, dude. And after playing on the wheel for so long, this just feels subpar. Okay? I'm gonna say that. I'm not saying the game is subpar. I'm saying the input method is subpar. Now, it does have wheel support, yes. But at the moment, I don't have any wheel whatsoever, so I can't even use a wheel. So I'm sort of stuck with the controller. Whatever, That's just my 2 cents that I wanted to share. It's a little unfortunate, dude. You really get used to playing with a wheel, and it really makes other input methods feel lacking. Immensely lacking. But dude, my new wheel setup is going to be so frickin' peak. It's going to be far superior than a Logitech bullcrap, right? I'm going to have a completely new custom stand. Brand new chair, right? I remember complaining about that one, dude. That freaking chair that I sat in from, what, like a 91? Frick! I think it was from, I don't remember the year specifically, but from a Buick LeSabre. Why did that guy's lights just turn off? Anyways, I sat in that chair so much, and it just, it was starting to turn into a rock. It really was. Like, if I was going to keep that chair, if I hadn't gotten rid of that wheel setup, I would have gotten one of those, like memory foam cushions for a bit before replacing the chair. Just to make it last as long. It's still a good chair. It's just not as good as it used to be. But, for my next sim build, of course, the custom stand, right? It'll be far more secure than the original one. The crap that I've had with that. I've blasted out the bottoms, smashing the brakes too hard. That won't be an issue. That frickin' handbrake was a piece of crap for quite a bit until I got it properly, dude, like, there's no shot that you should have to do all that crap. The crap that I did, like Loctite and all that, just to get your handbrake to stay taut. That was unbelievable, dude. Even though I love that freaking design of frickin' handbrake. That was a good one. So I'll have something similar. I'm going to get the Moza one, which is exactly the same one that my brother has already, so I know it's a good handbrake. It feels great. It doesn't have that click. That's the only part that I'll miss. Like, and it's not even that the other one had, like, an actual click. It was just when it bottomed out, when you pulled it all the way back, it sort of, like, chunk. Like, you could have the handbrake on, and then chunk. But it didn't actually click, I don't want you to be confused when I say that. It's not it doesn't, like, click on and off, It was a freaking axis, still. But I know that the one that I'll be getting does not have that same effect. it literally just pulls and it just stops, right? And it just gets so hard to pull that you can't pull it anymore. So it feels different, not necessarily a bad thing, something I'll get used to. And then, oh dude, the freaking sequential shifter. It'll be one of the sickest setups ever. I'm getting real frustrated with that. But either way, I'm very excited to get it all hooked up. Okay? Then we'll be right back to the POV. You know, my hat still sits over there in that corner. And we'll get it done. Then, you know, you'll get back to the good old days where I'm complaining about the wire. That is funny, though, dude. Like, there's not really crap that I could do. There's just not. There's no way to route that wire and still give my head ample movement, you know? So it's like, yeah, whatever. It never annoys me. Once it sits properly on my lap, it's got to come down and over, just like so. And it's really not that bad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, dude. I mean, far superior. In build quality, for sure. But I'm thinking for this one, I'll grab a chair. I'll go down to the local pull-apart. And I'll see what options they have. Like, I actually think that my couch over here, from a freaking 96 Windstar or whatever, it's freaking comfortable. But I'm hoping to find a seat out of like a Cadillac or something similar. Oldsmobile, perhaps. I want extreme comfort. You know, I don't like, because my brother, he has an actual racing chair. And it's just so uncomfortable to sit in for hours. It really is. Like, alright, hear me out, dude. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. This might actually be a thought. If I can modify this lazy boy, like take it off of its movement base and leg pop-up, and just have the seat alone, that's a frickin' idea. And I just had that just now. It came to me. And that's a great frickin' idea. You know why? That would clear up two frickin' things. Well, actually just one. The sim takes up so much space in my frickin' trailer, so my quote-unquote living room is nowhere to live at all. You know? But, in addition to that, I have no room over there because that's where I usually keep the chair, or this chair, right? So I could at least get some space back if I was able to modify this one. Oh, frick, dude, that is such a great idea. What a stellar idea I just had. Holy crap. That is going to be so sick. Frick. Because I feel like the only L that this chair would have is even when it's down, is it still leans back, right? If you push on it hard enough, it'll still lean back. But, I mean, how hard would it really be to take a screw? I'm not flipping you off, but take a screw on both sides, maybe a couple, just for longevity's sake, you know? And then it wouldn't lean back anymore, and it would just be stuck in the upright position. And then make a custom little mount for it. And likely you'd have to remove, I don't know if I'd have to remove the freaking leg part that goes up. I mean, if you just put it down, it would probably be fine. It's not like it would get in the way of you. And then you just have to build the sim a little bit around this. So I'd probably sit a little bit higher, which I like the height that I sit at for my monitor. I like the height that I sit at and the distance and all that when I'm in this lazy boy. Okay, it actually feels great. It is definitely higher than the sim, which is a very beneficial thing. Imagine, dude, imagine this. Alright, this would freaking suck. If I were to make my stand, right? Because it's going to be fully custom. I can do whatever the frick I want, and I tend to forget that most of the time. It's like, oh, well, you know, the pedal's got to be down here, etc., etc. No, they frickin' don't. I can do whatever the frick I want. So say if I really wanted, I could make it so that I could still make the chair, the legs come out, and then my pedals would be far higher. Dude, that would be sort of sick, not gonna lie. I wonder how that would, like, affect using them. Because usually you're used to sitting in a car and your pedals are lower. But I mean, dude, I could freaking see it already. And have this, like, this would be fully flat, like a table on above you with the wheel right freaking here. Shifter and all in this area. Dude, okay, I'm having freaking ideas right now. This is a great brainstorm session. This is a fantastic brainstorm sesh, right? And then hear me out, right? So then you're sitting here, say you're sitting here with your chair, and your legs are leaned back, right? So it's all the way fully open. And then, I need to get out. So you could take the frickin' thing and lower it, right? And that would allow you movement to get out, and your pedals would be up there. But when you opened it up, it would line up perfectly. Frick off. I don't know, and you know, that's probably not gonna happen, right? Unless we could actually figure out how to make that work accurately and the same every time. Like, the chair couldn't move. You know, I wouldn't want to be like, oh, I gotta lean it back a little bit so that my pedals are aligned. No. And honestly, I would have to edit the chair quite a bit. I'm not opposed to doing that. Because when you pull the feet out, that's when you can start to lean it back and it clicks, you know, go all the way back to the leaning position, in addition to the back piece folding down. So that would be a separate change to lock that back piece up and then also remove the clicks. I don't know, man. It's definitely something to think about. Because then, right, when it's in this stage, it won't rock. It'll rock when it's down, but it won't rock when it's up. So if I can just eliminate the clicking and the lean back, that could likely be a viable option. Something to think about. And it would be frickin' unique. Okay, whose sim rig is gonna use a lazy boy? Because it seems like more of a rarity. Just gonna put that out there. I see people quite often. Most people that I see, they'll use like a gaming chair with wheels, and I'm like, ugh, that is awful, dude. You press on your pedals too hard. Or, you know, just their setup of pedals doesn't make them push back. Which is unrealistic, to say the least. Unrealistic. So, if you have properly mounted inverted pedals, as is a requirement of mine, something to think about, dude. Because here's what I'd want. Hear me out. I would want the pedals to be right above the legs. Okay? So the legs would come up and the pedals would sit here. Let me do it that way so you can tell more, right? So this will come down, pedals just sitting here. That is the way to do it. That way, when you lift it up, that guarantees that it wouldn't go above the pedals, and obviously you would measure to get your height proper. I doubt that would work because my feet are already really close to my desk then. Right, so I'd have to push the chair way back. That would block off so much more space back here because my couch is over here. Who knows, right? I'm just having ideas. I am just thinking of stuff as it comes to me, and then later figuring out the fault. But still, either way, either frickin' way, dude, using the lazy boy is actually a great idea. Then I wouldn't have to screw around with no chair. And this thing, I've had this thing for frickin' years, bro. Actually years. I'm serious. I bought this thing probably, like, back before I moved. Long before I moved. And when frack, dude. When I moved, I was like, yeah, that's gotta come with me. And I remember it was a frickin' pain to get in this trailer. That's for one. Gosh, what a great idea, though. So, like, I've had a ton of seat time in this frickin' thing. And it doesn't really, like, bow into itself or anything like that that I've ever noticed. I mean, maybe long down the line, but that's nothing that I would have to worry about, like, anytime soon. So, regardless, I mean, using the flip-up would probably not work. But using the chair itself probably would. Just get rid of the lean back and the rock. Make it a solid freaking item. And dude, that would be perfect. Actually a great idea. I want comfort when I play my freaking games, dude. Okay? To an extent, realism. But more so comfort. I don't want to be giving up comfort for realism. Gaming is supposed to be a fun experience, and, you know, I've played extensively on my brother's. And, dude, I mean, I give it a couple hours, and then I start to get uncomfortable, and I'm like, okay, dude, this just sucks. So, that's my only gripe with realism. Let's see. Seems to be saying my stream's running pretty decently, so that's a W. W first actual stream on it. I did a quick one last night just to make sure that it would come through with restream and the chats came through instantly. Frick off. But then I haven't had anyone on Twitch send a message, so can't really confirm that. I only tested it with my own account and it worked. But I mean, they came through dang near instantly, so that's a W. I'm just tired of frickin' Kick doing that bullcrap, dude. It's just unbelievable. It really is, dude. I'm just like, are you kidding me? And then I look like I'm rude or something and not answering messages. But then I'll have full-on conversations with people from YouTube. That's some bullcrap, dude. Just work across the frickin' board. You know? So, whatever. You know, oh, sick, I've been there. Frick. That is awful. Oops. Oh, that saved me. Thank you. Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? I know it's only counting when I'm over 200 miles an hour anyways, so that sort of sucks. And I'm hardly getting any crap for it. That's why I shouldn't even be trying to achievement hunt yet. I'm not fully maxed. I just need to focus in. That's what I do, is I just lock into one freaking achievement and I get it done. Right? Escape 100 cop missions, right? Do that. This one I would not be on this big old massive turny area. I feel like I was going over 200 for so much of this freaking thing, and then I remembered, oh, I should be in this camera. And now it's all freaking turny again. Great idea for this chair. Alright, snowy roads. Thankfully not for long. I'm so glad that that massive freeway up there is not snowy. Man, I feel like that would suck, dude. Like, sometimes I just like to enjoy the snow scenery without having to freaking drive weird, you know? So. Ain't no frickin' way, dude. You know why that is? It's because I can't even see my hood. It's called hood view, but all these frickin' circuit and sports cars just in general don't have freaking hoods that are long. It's no different than using bumper cam at that point. No way. See, because I can't see freaking crap. Oh. See, this is, I mean, not an hour and a half. It doesn't even feel like I've been playing this for that long, though. And I messed up so many times, which adds quite a bit, dude. If I was able to fly by those areas that I had to reaccelerate from zero, or when I flew off the frickin' freeway, or when I got stuck on the freaking side rail. If I had this 100% clean through, it wouldn't take no frickin' hour and a half. That's some bullcrap, dude. I hate driving in frickin' hood cam. Holy crap. Mountain just de-rendering as I get closer to it. Oops. Oh, that's embarrassing. I blame that on the camera. Because I can. An hour and a half. Get over themselves, huh? That's some bull crap. I wanted to see. There, look at that. An easy W, way to end the stream. Plus I'll come back and I'll get a whole bunch of faction money at some point. That's pretty good for leveling too. 26k. That's what I might do tomorrow. I might just do that. Just do a whole bunch of faction missions. Let me see here. Where are those awards listed for that? Are they under PvP? They are. Crew of 4. That'll be later down the line. Peak. I'll start working on these. That'll be for tomorrow. And then eventually, whenever we make it to the frickin' weekend, I'll start doing the skills. I should be able to get up to, I'd say 500k before the weekend, actually. If I focus on faction missions tomorrow, that'll be a great boost to my income, and we'll be good to go in that regard. So I'll at least, I mean, it doesn't even need to be a 1497. You know what I mean? I just don't want to screw myself for jumps like these. You know, that would frickin' screw me. So, there's no shot that you're doing that in a circuit spec. Not platinum anyways. So, I'll grab myself a freaking drag before doing the actual skills. Other than that, you know, I should be able to be leveled enough on each one of my classes to do it. Also, I mean, I can use, mostly, for most of them, I can just use circuit, right? Circuit will be most of them. I might, you know, for like scrambles, I'd want to use a raid because oftentimes those go off the road. Sometimes precision do as well. And I mean, I got dirt spec, I got raid spec, whatever I need for the terrain that the skill is on. But other than that, that'll be coming up this weekend. And tomorrow I should just be back doing frickin' faction missions and stuff to get some extra money. But yeah, other than that, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all tomorrow night.